Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike. The NFL owners' meetings are this week in Arizona, and as a part of those meetings, every year the NFL owners vote on prospective rule changes that could take place the following season. And one of these rule changes that could potentially happen that's garnering a lot of interest, certainly in the media, is they're going to vote on a rule that would prohibit an offensive player from lowering his head and leading with the crown of his helmet. That if he led with the crown of his helmet, made contact with another player, he would get a penalty. What the penalty is, how it's going to be enforced, hasn't been discussed at all. But just the voting on if it should be a penalty is going to happen this week. It's already obviously a penalty on a defensive player to lead with his head. We know that. I think to make it a penalty on the offensive player, I think is sort of foolish, and it makes you really question: does the NFL just float these ideas and rumors out to get press attention? Because I don't see any way this rule passes. I mean, if you have a running back and you're in that room, you have a running back like a Marshawn Lynch. Why would the Seahawks owner ever agree to this? He's going to get 2 to 3 penalties a game just on himself. If you take that out of the game, I think Marshall Faulk actually made a good point today. If you're going to take that out of the game, then have them not wear helmets. You want to get guys to not lead with their heads? Do something drastic and take away the helmets. Other than that, you're never going to stop guys leading with their head. The referees, in my mind, in football have an extremely tough job. There's a lot of things that happen in a blink of an eye that they need to make a quick judgment on. I think they have enough on their plate already, and for them to have to look if a ball carrier is leading with the crown of his helmet. Now, this rule would take place, after they got outside, the initial line of scrimmage, when they broke the line of scrimmage. If then they use their crown of their helmet, it would be a penalty. So it's not in the line of scrimmage area that this would be a penalty, and just wanted to clear that up for you. But, you have a situation where these referees have to decipher things like holding, which can be hard to see, pass interference, which is a tough call that has a huge impact on games. Now you add in a runner leading with the crown of his helmet. Did he hit him with the crown of his helmet? Did he hit him with the side of his helmet? Did his shoulder hit the defender first? You're gonna have the referees thinking about all these things. And the fact of the matter is, guys leading with the crown of the helmet has been happening since these guys started wearing helmets. It's a part of football. I understand the safety of the players is paramount, and the NFL getting sued and getting lawsuits brought against them is an issue here. I totally realize that. I'm not in the dark about that. But, you're never going to be able to make football fully 100% safe for everyone to play. It's just not going to happen. It's just not. I think these people that play football, that grow up playing football, they understand the risks involved. They understand I may get hurt, I may get a concussion or worse, but because I love the game, those are risks I'm willing to take. And because of that, this is one rule I don't think the NFL can't seriously think that this is going to pass through. I would be shocked if this rule ever passed through. You'd see a lot more penalties. You'd see certain guys getting penalized for this several times a game. The runners that run real physical, and a part of their game is leading with the crown of that helmet. Let me know what you guys think of this rule change. I don't know if I'll be the only one against it, or everyone's kind of feeling this way. I know some people kind of, go a little bit overboard with this and say, oh, why don't they just start playing with flags, play flag football. I'm not going to get too crazy about it, but I just don't see how this is even a story, because I don't see any way it passes. But again, this would be a major rule change. Let me know what you guys think about players leading with the crown of their helmets. Would that be, after they pass the initial line of scrimmage, and pretty much, when they're in the open field, and they get to that second level, that's when this, that's when this rule would take effect. And all right, when does that second level start? At what point are you going to call it? It just opens Pandora's box when I think these refs have plenty to worry about. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. And guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm talking sports all day, every day here. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day.